Welcome back to Dubsy Bricks for another episode of Building Mandalore and Lego, and I'm going to be working on this base plate here this week, which is the continuation of the Mines of Mandalore. And then in this section is going to be where Mando was held captive. So it's got the cage section which he's captured in, where they're trying to drain fluids from him. There's going to be the lights on the walls. I think it's on 2 of the walls, and it's only to leave enough room for the spider tank in there, but also all of the different details that you see when Grogu's trying to rescue Mando. So without further ado, let's get this base plate up to the table, make a start on the rock work, and then work out what's going where. And here we have the base plate with the big ugly rock pieces all in place. Do need to go another 4 or 5 bricks higher all the way around. However, I'll do that once I've built the rock work actually up to that level. As mentioned before, there will be lights coming through on this side here and possibly on this one as well. So I do need to make sure I leave a couple of holes. So I'll probably bring the wires through before I get too far up with there. And then I know that I'll be able to attach that all in rather than have to build it in later on. Around the back here, plenty of support beams just to keep it all in place. And so I can put plenty of pressure on that going down. But anyway, that's enough talking. Let's get back to building this section up. Once we've done a bit of the rock work, we'll check back in and show you how it's looking. And here we have the rock work on this second base plate of the Mines of Mandalore. And really happy with how it's coming on. We've got a bit of snot technique going along that way, and then just the standard bit, and then some more bricks sort of like sticking out this direction as well. So a whole combination of build techniques being used for this rock work. Now, after rewatching the episode of The Mandalorian which featured the Mines of Mandalore, I noticed there are a lot of pipe work sort of like sticking out of the walls. When Grogu is going to get Bo-Katan after Mando gets captured, he's going through all these tunnels. You can see all the debris from the fallen city, which obviously happened after the Purge of Mandalore. Now, with this mock, the top section is actually going to be before the Purge of Mandalore, so there wouldn't necessarily have been the damage in the mines at that stage. So I'm going to be using some artistic license on my Mines of Mandalore to give it the feel from the Mandalorian episode. However, hopefully it's going to look more like it would have been during the time scale, of the Siege of Mandalore. But anyway, let's get back to building and see what we can do with the creative side of this. And here is the pipe work sticking out of the rock work, and really pleased with how it's looking. I love this grilled effect behind the pipe. I am going to put another set of the macaroni bricks around on top of those, and then the tile on top of that just to smooth it all off. And I will put some form of tile on the 4 studs in the middle there. With the rock work around here, again, it is using the snot technique, but I am going to start building out normal on top of that there. I'll tile off the end there and then brickwork all the way along that. One thing I haven't done yet is put any lights in or got the wires fed through yet. So that's the bit I'm going to concentrate on doing next. Then once they're all in place, I can carry on building the rock work all the way up. And here are the two sections pushed together. One problem I am having is with this bit just here. So originally I had that just tilting over at an angle. However, the connection point is just so weak, you knock it and it falls over, and it's so fiddly to get that put back into place. So I'm going to have a look at other ways of actually attaching this in here. I want to keep it at the similar angle to what it was already at. However, I just need to find a new connection point. So once we've worked out what we're going to be doing with this section here, we're going to carry on working on the rockwork and doing some of the arches that I wanted to put in on that part just there, which is also going to act as a support for the roof section. And here is the new technique for the pillar, and it is just being kept in by gravity. So I've put some wedge plates around the hole, and that's going to make sure that the pillar's not in line with the studs, it's at that angle. And then on the actual pillar itself, there's the slope on the back there, so it can't go too far in the hole on the back side, so it just tilts it in there. And that's in there nicely, so it's not going anywhere, it's not going to fall over, and I can just remove it when I'm moving the mock around. But really happy with how that's coming along there. So I put a couple more little details on the floor here as well. And what we're going to do next is work on the arch I want to have on this side, which is going to help with that ceiling part. And here we have the section all completed. The rockwork's now up to the correct height, it's all the same all the way around. I do need to put some plates on the top of it just to finish it all off, and then I'll be able to tile on top of that. Then the roof section will be able to rest on there. Got this archway in there just for a little bit of added detail, and I've added some more rockwork the other side of that as well, just to finish it off as well. But really pleased with the amount of rockwork I managed to get done this week. This entire section being completed is a very satisfying thing. I still need to do all the floor details on here, and all the lights need to go on there, and all the finer details are in there. So I need to look at the reference material and see what the best way forward is going to be, what details I want to add to that. As I say, it's not going to be 100% screen accurate. I just want it to feel like it is the scene that you see in the Mandalorian episode. I do need to put all of the dark brown cheese wedges on the rockwork as well, so it's the similar sort of like effect to what we've got over here. But yeah, really happy with the amount of progress I've managed to get done this week. One thing I'm going to have to do is make a custom spider tank. It was something I thought maybe on the cards, it almost certainly is now. This one is just taking up way too much room. Once I put Mando in the cage and all the other details on the floor there, it's just not going to be looking right. It's going to be too big to have in there. I could potentially move it back a little bit, but again, it's all on the rockwork, and I'm not sure that it looks right, but I'll have a look, see what I can create further down the line, and then I'll take it from there. Another thing I do want to do is obviously change the colour up, as I've mentioned previously. Obviously, it being the same colour as the rockwork, it doesn't look right. And when I watched the Mandalorian episode, it was more of a dark brown or a rusty colour. Anyway, that's all we've got time for. Hope you've enjoyed the update. If you have, please give us a big thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future content on the channel. And please share it with family and friends. Anyway, thanks for popping by. See you next time. Bye for now.